Hello, and thanks so much for joining me. It's Shane Voth with Apex Agent Academy and Double Your Income Coaching. If you're watching this video, it means you're considering making a switch to eXp. And more specifically, either myself or someone in my organization has invited you to watch this video because they want you to consider joining eXp through myself, Apex Agent Academy, and Double Your Income Coaching. So a little bit about myself, Shane Voth. I've been a builder, I've been a mortgage broker, realtor, and real estate coach. I've started over 20 years ago in real estate, and helping others has always been a huge part of my career. I was a member of the #1 team of the #1 RE/MAX worldwide before making the change over to eXp. I'll get into why I made the change a little bit later, but for now, that's a pretty good background on myself. You can check out my website. Follow me on social media as well. I'm really big into helping other agents be successful, whether it's getting their presentations nailed down perfectly or how to do lead gen or business planning. You know what? Coaching has a lot to do with a holistic approach to your career. I can't just help you get leads. There's so much more. You know what? Even your health and your wealth and your planning, there's so much that we help coach on, because if you're lacking in one part of your career and you're doing well in another, it's still not going to be fulfilling for you. You need to have everything performing well in order to really crush it in this business. So my partner, Brad Vanderwall, ran the #1 team, #1 RE/MAX in the world. Happens to be in Calgary, Alberta. He happens to live just a couple blocks from me. Been great friends with him for many years. We do a bunch of side projects together. We've done some builds, but our main focus has always been real estate and helping other agents be successful through our team and now through the eXp platform. So what am I going to cover today? I'm going to cover, well, who we are, our business model, eXp world, eXp solutions, and I'm going to throw out some names out there you're going to hear about: Apex Agent Academy, Double Your Income Coaching. It'll all make a lot more sense by the time I get done this video. So please stay tuned to the end. There's a bunch of info in here, and it's all going to fit together when you finish the video. All right, Double Your Income Coaching. What is it? You know what? It's a group of like-minded agents working collectively together to scale our business on a global scale. You know what? We have coaching for you in here from some of the top agents across the globe. We've got stuff for new construction, for social media, for working your sphere. There's so many different coaches in here. And the best part, every coach we have is killing it in their business on what they actually coach. Our new construction coach sold over 1,000 units himself, all new construction last year. Our TikTok coach, well, he makes over 30 grand a month on TikTok. Our YouTube coach, over $1 million in his first year. These are the kind of coaches that you get access to. And it's not just, hey, it's a 20-minute call one time a week, real quick. These coaches are available almost every day, and you're getting new information constantly from them. I've never seen a coaching program like this, and the best part, it doesn't cost you anything. You don't pay anything extra. Everything that I mention in this video, not just this, but everything in this video doesn't cost you anything extra. You pay your normal brokerage fees to eXp, and you get everything that I'm mentioning in here. And we're always adding. You know what? I've never been, and I know Brad for sure has never been an agent that just sits by and is like, oh, the status quo is fine. We're always pushing the boundary. When we became #1, we're like, okay, you know what? We're #1 here, but we're not #1 in the world. You know what? I want to take over a next bigger market, right? Like, that's our mindset. We're always trying to push the limit, grow, get bigger, and help more people. That's what you can find on Double Your Income Coaching. So I mentioned some of the coaches. This is just a little drop in the bucket of who's available in here. All of these coaches are training you on things they actually do. Nothing we show on here is fluff. None of it is stuff that doesn't work, because an agent that's a top agent in their area is using it, and now they're showing you how to do it. And it's all part of that growth mindset. A lot of times at brokerages, they have training, but they don't want to give away their secret sauce because, well, they're competing with you. Here, you don't have that issue. These agents are from all over North America, and they're just providing value and showing you exactly what they do to be successful. You can take that information, you can make it your own, you can put it on whatever scale you want. But at the end of the day, it's your business. You get to decide, and you get the help and mentorship that you need in order to kill it. Here's a quick sample. A lot of our coaching happens to take place through Facebook. The great thing with it is that way all of our old coaching is still available. It's not like it disappears. We keep it within that platform because it's all accessible. It's really easy to share. If you're new, if you ever want to go back and revisit something, it's all in there. And like I mentioned, we don't just coach you on, say, lead generation. Here, Walt was talking about time management, because if you're really good at getting leads, but you don't have any time left in the day to follow up with them, well, you're going to have a disconnect, and you're not going to close as many deals as you possibly could, or you know what, you're going to fall short of your goals. So again, you get a holistic coaching experience from us. This is Travis and Levi. They're our YouTube coach. Like I mentioned, first year in real estate, 7-digit numbers. That's incredible. You imagine first year in real estate? I remember my first year in real estate, I'll be honest, didn't crush 7 figures. That's the amazing part about social media, is now people have the opportunity to take their business from just starting to hitting the stratosphere in a short period of time, because they can take advantage of these platforms that are there for free. This doesn't cost you anything. You get this training. They show you exactly what you need to be doing for videos. They let you know what kind of videos, how they should look like, what kind of equipment you need. And you get coaching also on staying motivated to keep doing videos, because a lot of us have that fear of inaction. And we're like, well, I don't know what to do, or I'm afraid it won't look good. Well, you get the training to make sure that, number one, it's going to look professional, but you also then can know what kind of videos you need to make. We all have ideas, but we're not sure if they work or not. We know their ideas work. We've seen it. They're proven. You just need to replicate it. Now, this is another organization that you get access into. It's the National Association of Expert Advisors. It's an amazing coaching program. There's tons of training in here. Honestly, I could take a whole 30-minute video and do nothing but show you some of the training in here. Just know you're getting top-level training from coaches that have had 7-figure businesses all over real estate. They kill it. They crush it. You can too. You just need to find the right mentor. Digital president. So I said there was going to be a bunch of different names I'm throwing around there, and it wasn't going to make sense maybe in the beginning, but all these organizations, just know they're there to help you, and we've compiled them because being that number one team, we know what works. We know what agents need. We've seen what doesn't work. We know this stuff works. We've tested it. We continue to test it. Agents are using training from in here every single day to close more business than they did before. I love being able to get the training on demand. You know what? I live a busy lifestyle. If you tell me that training is at a certain time on a certain day, I can't always make it. And it's not for lack of effort. You know what? I have a can-do attitude. When someone says, hey, can you do this? First thing out of my mouth is always yes. I'm always saying yes. If someone's like, there's training Tuesday at 4, can you be there? I'm like, yes, I would love to be there. And then I start to go through my schedule, and sometimes I can't make it work. That's what's great about on-demand training is it's there when you need it. You can pick up in the morning. Myself, I get up very early before my kids get up. That gives me a chance to get in that training. I can do some reflection time, plan my day. That way, when the day actually gets started and I'm getting inundated with phone calls and texts and emails and my kids need things and life is happening, I've already got my training in. I'm not leaving it till the end of the day when I'm too tired to consume it. Other people, honestly, they're night owls. They like to stay up late. They love to watch Netflix for hours and hours. You can replace it with something that's going to help you earn higher income, and you get the training on demand. So this is Glenn Sanford. He is the founder of eXp Realty. If you go on YouTube, you can probably find a video telling you what Glenn had for lunch yesterday. It's not that important. What's important to know is his background was technology, internet-based companies. eXp was founded on that platform and was built from the ground up with the agent's experience in mind. It wasn't built to try to sell franchises. It wasn't built to try to make brokers rich. It was designed from the agent's perspective, what that we were missing. And what we're missing is a retirement plan. We're missing residual income. We're missing ownership in the brokerage. eXp was created with this in mind, and that's the important thing to know about Glenn. So eXp has actually been around since 2009. It started to explode over the last few years. It is now the fastest growing brokerage in the history of real estate, and it's because of the model and how they've put agents first. It took a while to grow, but now as agents start to really understand the platform, it's exploded in growth over the last few years. I said explosive. Well, as you can see, it took a while to gain some momentum, but in the last few years, it has taken off. This graph is not quite 2 years old. The numbers on here have already doubled. So it took a number of years to get up to 10,000 agents, but then in the span of 2 years, it's gone 8 times that. And that's what we can do for your business as well. We don't have this mindset that, little incremental, you know what, you can take your income and explode it by putting into action some of the tools and resources that we give you. Okay, if you have heard of eXp, and you've watched some videos online, you might have heard, everyone just recruits. Nobody sells anything at eXp. I can tell you that is completely false. Everyone in our organization is an agent that does a lot of sales. Our organization, last year, our team sold over 1,200 units. This year, it's over 2,000 units in our team. Everyone here is a top producer who loves real estate. We also happen to love helping other people. It's not two separate things. We feel like by helping more people, we're also growing and it's helping us. And it's that growth mindset. As you can see on here, yes, agents have grown by a lot over the last while, but their sales have grown twice as fast as what the organization has. We're all top producers. We're all in production. Everything we do is stuff we train you on. There's no secret thing. I'm not off doing something that works really well and I don't tell anyone about it. Everything that I do to get business, I will show you, and so will everyone else in our organization. There's no secrets. It's a totally transparent brokerage. You will learn that very quickly. I remember being at different brokerages and agents would come in and train us on how to work with for sale by owners. And then with the same breath would be telling us, but you guys, it's kind of scary. Maybe you shouldn't do it. You're brand new. You're just going to mess it up. Why were they saying that? Because they wanted all those for sale by owners for themselves. That's not going to happen here. When we show you how to work with for sale by owners, we're going to give you the good, the bad, and everything in between, how to work with them, what works well, what doesn't work. You're going to get, like I said, a very transparent experience. Production really matters at eXp. I like recruiting agents because I like helping them succeed in their sales. There's no benefit to recruiting agents that don't sell and leave the industry. So we want to help them to be as successful as they can. And that's the model. And that's the beauty of it, is we're incentivized to help grow the organization by building better agents, teaching them more, showing them how to be successful. And that's why production matters so much. Well, innovation is always happening. Maybe some of you are too young to remember Blockbuster, but it was brick and mortar. You know what? I can get that information without leaving my house. I can get it cheaper, more efficiently, better. Netflix did that. And you know what? I remember things like Circuit City. You know what? You need a new cord for your phone. Oh, you need this, you need that. Now you just go on Amazon, a couple clicks of a button, it's delivered to your door. It's way more efficient. The same thing's happening with eXp. You had the traditional brick and mortar business, and now it's been replaced by a cloud-based brokerage that can give you everything you need when you need it more efficiently and just a better overall experience. So eXp is one brokerage. It's not a franchise. There's some big advantages with that. When it comes to a lot of different brokerages, they have a national company, and then they'll have a regional, and then they'll have, a small brokerage, and they have to have a broker and an owner, and they have to hire staff, and they have to try to find technology, and they have to try to help find leads. But they're not efficient because they're doubling over in every location with the same tasks being done. eXp's done at a national level. And so when they're going out and forging partnerships like they have with some of their online lead sources, like they've done with technology, they get the very best because of the scale that they have, and everything's done efficiently. We don't need 37 people doing the same thing. We have the right people working on the technologies that all of us need. eXp is global. Why does that matter? Because you have access to an international referral network. You would not believe the amount of referrals that pass through our Facebook group. Every day you go on there. Hey, who knows an agent in Atlanta? Does someone have an agent in Toronto? Who's got someone over there in Chicago? This happens daily. It also allows you to learn from agents across the globe and learn new things. You know what? We hear it all the time, like, oh, you know what? In Asia, they always get the best technology first. Or, oh, Europe always has the cool. Now, you get access to these people and find out what they're doing. And you also have a chance to contribute with what you've done and what's helped you in your business. And that's how we're all able to prop each other up. Equity opportunities. I mentioned ownership. You have the opportunity to earn stock with the company. Stock equals ownership. We are all owners in this company. And that's why the growth mindset makes sense, because the better the company does, it's a benefit. Human beings have that built into them. When we're part of a collective and when we contribute to it, the collective does better. Well, are we going to give it our best? Of course we are. And that's what you're seeing. And that's why you're seeing the growth that you are. You know what? eXp essentially was going to pay me $100,000 just to continue to hit the numbers that I've always hit. And they do that with performance bonuses in stock. Yes, I pay a certain amount of fees. Yes, I earned all those fees back by continuing to be an icon level agent. That's something you can look forward to by learning how to hit the same numbers that a lot of you are already hitting. And if you're brand new, they're numbers that are achievable. We've had it with first year agents reach this status. Revenue share. Again, the better the company does, the more opportunity there is for you to earn income. There's so much that can be learned from this platform. This is just a quick chart just showing you. We mentioned about recruiting before. Now, maybe you're like, I don't want to recruit. I don't want to call all these agents. I don't want to spend all that time. That's fine. You don't have to do a ton of recruiting to still get a benefit. What you can do is when you have a great experience on a sale with another agent, you just invite them to check out the eXp platform. I guarantee you, over time, you're going to get a few agents that like it and join. They get access into everything here as well. They're going to see an increase in their business. They're going to invite a couple agents over time that they do deals on. They're not spending a bunch of time. They're not full-time recruiters. I'm talking about you do a deal with someone and you say, you know what? I had a really good time doing this transaction. I recently joined eXp. I've had a fantastic time. I've got a video. Would you mind watching it? It explains the platform and why it's so fast growing right now. You get a couple levels of that. The next thing you know, you're earning a great residual income that will last long after you've sold your last house. This shows you how the revenue share model works. Yes, we pay fees. The fees are redistributed back to agents that are contributing. We've built a coaching program. We've built all this training for that. Yes, there is a residual income that we're able to earn, but it allows us to continue to get better and bring more great technology, more great coaching, and lead generation to you. Here's some quick numbers. So I told you about recruiting just a few agents. Well, if you recruit 5 agents who sponsor another 5 agents, over time, that can turn into nearly $100,000 of residual income. And I'm going to get to why that number is important in a minute. Here's why it's important. Why do so few realtors retire? Think about it. How many agents at your brokerage do you see that are never going to retire? They're going to do real estate until they can no longer do it. Well, it's because we don't have a retirement plan. Our retirement plan is to keep selling houses as long as we can. In order to make $3,000 a month, you need to have $900,000, almost $1 million saved up cash. So this is not equity in your house. This is almost $1 million in cash. Now, to get that, let's say you earn $100,000 a year after taxes, cost of living. If you're amazing at saving, you might have $24,000 left in the year. And I'll tell you something. If you're making $100,000 a year and you save $24,000 of it after tax, I would like to know how. These numbers, I don't know anyone who makes $100,000 and saves $24,000. It's a lifestyle curse in the industry. We spend more money the more money we make. It's a tough trap to get out of. There's also more costs. The more you scale your business, when you go from 50 to 100, there's bigger costs. It's tough to have that savings. But let's say you magically save $24,000 a year. Do you know how long it takes you to save up $900,000? 37 and a half years. So if you're 40 years old, at 77 and a half years old, you can retire and you get $3,000 a month to live off. Remember what we said? Cost of living was $4,000 a month. Do you think cost of living is going up or down? I don't think you're going to be able to live on $3,000 a month. That's why that residual income is so important, because that continues way after you've sold your last house. And it doesn't have to be massive numbers. Think about it. If you were looking to retire and you were able to get it so it was covering your cost of living, now you've got that savings. But your monthly costs, your mortgage, your gas, your heat, your electricity, your car payment, if those were all covered, how much easier would you sleep at night knowing that every month the money you're going out to earn is going to be stuff that you get to save and use for things that you really want to, because your daily grind is covered. So this is eXp World. This is a way that we interact. It's very similar. I don't know if any of you got into virtual reality. I have. One of my daughters is big into hockey. She's actually done some virtual reality training with it, and it's amazing how much she can improve in that sport without actually being on the ice by taking the virtual reality training. Same thing in here. You don't have to be in front of a customer to train and get better in front of that customer. You can do that in here. You can get better. You can learn more. You can train. You can interact with people. You can expand your network. And it's all done within this amazing platform. And this type of virtual world is only going to become more and more important as we push forward. So a little bit about technology. They're always adding. There's a few more lead sources they've added in here, but they've got lead generation, website, CRM, how to convert leads. You've got your sky slope for transaction management. The technology that they're bringing us is cutting edge. It's stuff that honestly, most brokerages, I haven't seen a brokerage that has such a great back end system for deals, making sure tracking everything is on course. They're always looking for the best technology for you. This is just a quick example of some of the training you can get in eXp World. So as you see on there, there's a boot camp, there's commercial realty, there's tax planning. This is a 4-hour window on one day. This is how much training is available. This is live training. So this is separate from the on-demand training and the coaching that I've shown you. This is live training from top agents from within the organization. I'd mentioned about earning stock back in the company by hitting certain metrics. Part of that is when you're an icon agent, you teach a course on other agents on something you're successful at. That's part of the giving back in order to earn some of that stock. So you're getting advice from agents that have gone out, proven they're a top producer, and now they can share back with you. And it's, like I said, it's not just lead generation. Sometimes it's estate planning, tax planning, health and fitness. Like I mentioned, if one part of your life is working great and the other part is in big, big trouble, it's not going to be long before it all falls apart. We want to prop you up in all areas of your life. They've got some great platforms. This one is done through Work and Work Chat. This gives you access to agents and any information that you need. If you need compliance training, if there's questions on a deal, you can get access to the brokers, to the people you need quickly and efficiently. There's no waiting around for a call back. You're going to get on-demand responses to the questions you have. So in summary, Apex Agent Academy, double your income coaching. Essentially, we're an organization within eXp trying to help agents compiling the best technology, advice, coaching, mentorship, training that we can to help you succeed. I hope you found value in this video. If you have more questions, make sure you reach out. I'd be happy to touch on any of these subjects I have today in more detail. I know it's a lot of info, and if some of the residual income and some of the stock options, you were like, I don't care about that, I want to do more deals. No, that's exactly where I was when I first joined the organization too. I just wanted to crush more real estate. They helped me do that. We do the same for you. You don't have to worry about everything. Those pieces are there because honestly, your career is a progression.